All right, so today's video is not going to be an edited one. I'm just going to be talking completely off the cuff about an issue which I think is quite important. And that is the amount that you allocate to cryptos. I've seen a lot of people, both on YouTube and also even in my private group, tell me that they're allocating 5%, 10% into single low cap gaming coins, into single meme coins. And I want to let you guys know that that is a very risky approach to crypto. I'm going to tell you very transparently and very clearly the rough percentages that I'm actually allocating into these low caps. Because I think it's very important. Some of you guys maybe watch the videos, maybe you can't afford my private group, so you don't see my exact portfolio. And maybe you guess how much I'm actually buying into these things. But if I give an example, right? Let's say MetaDOS, for example. One of my recent buy alerts where I'm up around 2x on it right now. It's come down a lot. We were up 6 or 7x at one point, but we're still up overall from our entry point. If we use MetaDOS as an example, I think I allocated around 0.2% into that crypto. 0.2. So what that means is if that crypto was to completely go to zero tomorrow, theoretically, my portfolio would be down 0.2% as a result. Not 5%, not 10%, 0.2. Now, obviously, I'm dealing with a decent amount of money, right? I've had some good success in crypto. I've done well for myself. I'm not here to brag about that. But 0.2% in a low cap gaming crypto is a lot of money, right? It's a decent chunk of money that I'm allocating. But to me, it's not. Now, maybe some of you guys want to play it risky. Maybe you're in the situation like me, where last bull run, I only had $2,000 to play with. That's literally all I had. I was at school, and that's all the money I accumulated from doing jobs and things like that. Okay, so $2,000. How much you're going to allocate to low caps? Maybe you're not going to go 0.2%, right? Maybe you're going to go 3% into a low cap gaming coin or 4%. But I've seen some absolute ridiculous percentage allocations in people's portfolios recently. And I've got to be telling you guys, this does concern me because you need to set the foundations really well in your portfolio. Those foundations are super, super important. And I would say you should have at least 50 to 80% of your portfolio in relatively safe plays. Now, that doesn't mean Bitcoin and Ethereum. That could mean Kaspa, right? Which could still do a 20 or a 30x from this point. That could mean Injective. That could mean Render. That could mean Potenza Tau, right? There's a few different ones which are considered blue chip cryptos or safer cryptos. Now, personally, I hold a good amount in Bitcoin, maybe around 30% in Bitcoin or more. But you don't have to do that. Instead of having Bitcoin, maybe you could have Kaspa, right? So I want to make this video because it's on my conscience and I've been thinking about it. You can't be over allocating into these cryptos. Sure, we've had great success with a lot of them, right? PlayZap did a 13x at one point. MAVIA did a 17x at one point. But I always put in small amounts, guys. And what happens is those small amounts, if the coin does well, they creep up to very high amounts. I think I put around 1% into MAVIA because I had very high conviction. That thing did a 17x. So the percentage allocation went from 1% all the way up. Now, it didn't go obviously all the way up to 17% because other cryptos moved and everything like that. But it went up a lot. And you're going to notice this in the bull run. And your portfolio is going to be unmanageable if you're putting in really high percentages into low caps. Now, I'll go back to last bull run and what I did with my portfolio. Last bull run, yes, I had a very small amount of capital. But what did I do with that? I did gamble a lot with it. I gambled with meme coins. I was buying Doge Elon Mars. I was buying Floki. All of these other dog coins last bull run I was buying. But I was only putting small amounts into these, right? $100, $200. The vast majority of my portfolio I had in Cardano and some other blue chips. I can't even remember now, but predominantly Cardano. And then I would gamble with around 20 to 30% of the portfolio. And this is called risk management. These are very basic things, guys. Risk management is super important. There's loads of different safety nets you can have in crypto. You could have the really safe ones, Bitcoin and ETH, or you could have the quasi safety nets, which I call, kind of in between. They're not necessarily fully safe, but they are quite safe. Those include Kaspa, Injective, Avalanche, Solana, all of these different types of cryptos. Some of these could do a 5 to 30x on your money, right? That's good returns. Where else can you make those returns? You can't make that in stocks. You can't make that in Forex. You can't make that anywhere else pretty much in a 1 to 2 year basis. So the reason I'm making this video is just to, maybe this helps a few people. Maybe a couple of people get value from this and they change their portfolio and they prevent major losses. That's why I'm making this video. So what I want to see is you guys' portfolio percentages. Let me know in the comments section down below. You don't have to give the dollar values, just give the percentages. And I'll reply to some of them, just giving my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but I'll give my personal opinions as I would to my paid members over in my Discord. Okay, so just wanted to make this. I know it was freestyle. It might have been a bit sloppy at times, but let me know your portfolio percentages. How are you allocating your cryptos this bull run? I'm here to tell you, even if you've only got a few $1,000s, if you do the slow and steady wins the race approach, you could turn that few $1,000s into maybe $500,000. It's very possible. So let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to check out my private group. It's linked in the description. If you want a fully in-depth portfolio review, you can join that group. I do weekly live streams where I go over everyone's portfolios in the group. I literally just did one yesterday. And I do almost daily live streams reviewing gems and looking at the overall market. So if you want that extra content, if you want to see my personal buys and sells and my exact portfolio of all of the percentages, then hit that link in the description and sign up. I appreciate you guys watching this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.